Hey, Wastelanders, Wanderer here. Welcome back to Fallout 4 Horizon. It's another wonderful 95-degree day over here in Ohio land. I hope that you're faring better, but I know some states and some countries are faring far, far, far worse, so I guess, I don't think the suffering of others really diminishes my suffering or makes my suffering easier to bear, but there is the saying, it could be worse. Also, I'm running my fan right next to me, a giant, large box fan right next to me, because although my AC is working and it managed to get it down to 74, it's still, jeez. It'll up the neighborhood, man. Is that a mutant? Ah, whiffed that one. Just nicked his ear. Okay, let's try the direct approach. Oh, I'm out of ammo.
Standing down.
I guess he picked up somebody's, well, hey, you know what? This,
You never know what you'll find.
This makes things easier for me. I guess there was somebody here and they decided to blow him up. Anyway, I don't know what I was saying. It's freaking hot. I hope you're okay. Please take care of yourself, drink lots of water, and, you know, I mean, get yourself an AC, and if you have to, you know, just lock yourself in that one room that you've got your AC running in, and make do with that. I'm probably going to go and pick up a window unit to improve the, well, how well my AC works. But, I don't know, we'll see. It's supposed to cool down, so, you know, hopefully it cools down a bit. Oh, hey, missed this guy. Gonna cool down a bit and won't have to suffer so much for at least a week or two. I did call my landlord and they're supposed to come over and check out the AC, but that could be a couple weeks, so yeah, until then. Thankfully next week's supposed to be pretty cool. You know, it's only June. It's not supposed to be 95 in June. Maybe there were plenty of 95-degree heat June days in my childhood summertime, but I don't remember them, personally.
The putrid stink of dishonesty hangs heavy in the air here. Or maybe it's just the Brahmin.
Dance does not like this place because they're harboring synths.
You there, caravan or raider?
What if I say raider?
What?
I said caravan or raider. Which are you?
I really don't understand what you're asking.
Seriously? This is Bunker Hill. All the caravans in the Commonwealth come through here, and every raider outfit in the area gets protection money to keep their paws off the market and our homes. So there's only two types of people coming through here, caravans and raiders. Which are you?
I'm here on my own.
Freelance, huh? All right. Come on in, but no gunfire. Market's open. You can do as much trading as you like.
I'd ask if you have a bath, but,
These fortifications may still be inhabited.
no shit, Dance. You don't say. Man, I am so glad you're here to tell me these things. Holy crap.
A battle memorial to the fallen. We should observe a moment of silence.
Okay. I don't think you'll last a whole moment, Dance, but, I mean, I can do that. Anyway, it's freaking hot, and hope you're safe and okay and stuff. I'm gonna get a bed here for the night.
Join the railroad with all this shit. I don't know.
Hey,
people
you.
gotta do something, Dad.
Talk some sense into my numbskull son. Getting involved with the railroad is just trouble.
What's the railroad?
The freedom fighters, willing to risk their lives for synths. And that means they fight the Institute. Only ones that do.
What? You think that's noble or some bullshit? That just makes them idiots. No son of mine is going to throw his life away with those lunatics.
And what are synths?
Synthetic people made by the Institute. Look so human you can't tell them from us.
They're monsters is what they really are.
And how do you know that? Have you ever met one? If you can't tell who's a synth or not, they can't be all that bad.
I think you two should look after yourselves because I don't think you've got what it takes to take on the Institute or the Synths.
You should look after yourself.
See? Now that's some advice. We got a business. You know how lucky we are? And you want to throw it away.
All I do here is help crusty old caravan hands, no offense, go blind off rot gut. At least the railroad's fighting the Institute. And why not save synths?
Might as well go off and join the Deathclaw Preservation Society.
That's actually pretty true. Yeah, synths are the enemy.
Synths are weapons built by the Institute.
You don't know that.
You see, boy? Now stop this nonsense.
Why would Dance have hated that? That makes 0 sense that Dance hated that. You should have loved that, Dance. Why would you hate me saying that synths are the weapon of the Institute? What? The inconsistency in this game sometimes, it blows my mind. That's so stupid. Why would you dislike that? What idiot is programming this game? Sorry, Bethesda, but that really irks me. You could mess something up like that so badly. You're trying to roleplay as a Brotherhood person, and then you say, yeah, since the enemy, which is exactly what Dance and Maxon would want you to say, and then Dance hated that. What? What kind of nonsense is that? Anyway, I came here for a bed, not all this BS. Let's go get a bed.
Perfect place for a bit of R&R.
And I can barely move. I better lock this.
Hey there.
Bar's open. Just don't get so drunk you shoot up the place.
Money's already paid. Double check your ledger.
You have any work?
Well, there is one thing.
Dad, you're not gonna send him on that same wild goose chase.
Hey, he brought it up, not me. As I was saying, before us Savaldis started slinging rotgut for thirsty caravan hands, we came from a line of Minutemen. My grandpa, Brent Savaldi, was the last. He died fighting raiders just outside Malden. If you could find any of his personal effects, well, it'd mean the world to me.
I'll find your grandpa.
Just be careful, all right? I don't want any more deaths on my conscience.
Okay, but I really just want a room.
Hey.
Don't be shy. You don't order fast. We won't have...
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Not now.
Only got...
does your son sell the rooms? What's the deal here?
Hi.
Need a roof over your head?
Yes.
Right. Here's your caps.
No gunfire.
My goodness, was it so hard? All right, let's do a Wilson because I don't have well, I have too much stuff right now. I don't have any carry weight. Okay. Dance, you know, you gotta get your own room, buddy. There's only one mattress here, and it's mine, so yeah. Now, hopefully I can actually sleep for a full 8 hours here. I'm not sure if you can or not in these mattresses. Might consider it to be a dirty mattress. No, it looks like they fixed it. That's good. And by they, I mean a modder, like, or Horizon fixed it, maybe. Horizon fixes, honestly, Horizon fixes so many things people don't realize. It does a million things for quality of life in this game. Though it doesn't really mess with companions or story or stuff like that. So, yeah, it can be a problem there. Alright, there is a quest over here, too, that I could do, but I don't think they're up yet. It's going to be super early. Yeah, it's 5 a.m. Let's roll out, whatever. Keep exploring. But as I was saying earlier, I've got my fan running, and so like I'm going to be using noise suppression. I've got a really good noise suppression plugin that I got. I had to track it down. It's a really obscure one that most people don't know about. If you want to know what it is, like I'll link it down below. Just like leave a comment. I'll see if I can find it for you and link it. You have to have like a Audition or Audacity to use it as a plugin, pretty much, but. It's the same thing that Discord noise suppression is based on, which, ironically, it's better than the built-in noise suppression that you use in Adobe Audition, which is, like, I mean, I pay for that program, so why is it so bad? That's such a common thing to want to suppress noise in a audio.
Got it.
It's the only noise suppression that I've tried that doesn't completely make my voice sound terrible afterwards. It still sounds pretty reasonable afterwards, so... But anyway, if it sounds a little bit weird in some places, that's why, because I'm running a fan pretty much all day today, about 3 feet away from me, and it's a giant box fan, so it's not exactly quiet. I got a windscreen on my mic, obviously, so that's not an issue, but you can still hear the whir of the fan if I don't have it suppressed, so... It can't be any worse than the audio on one of the previous episodes, where somehow Premiere Pro had a bug, and it managed to set the audio levels on all the audio to, like, way above maximum, so there was just a bunch of audio clippings that really distorted and terrible. Yeah, that was great. That was fun. Are you looted or no? Wonder if I missed you or if you're a new kill. Probably new kill. I'm usually pretty thorough. Right, been through here already. I think we've already been through most of this. We got Cambridge Polymer Labs done, which is the worst part by far of Cambridge. The rest is just kind of exploring and having fun while you look around and loot, which I'm okay with. That's always fine with me. You know, Fallout, I mean, I guess it was, but it kind of wasn't, like, meant to be that... There's suiciders everywhere over here. I have to think that this is, like, from them fighting Brotherhood people. Maybe we'll find a Brotherhood corpse over here somewhere, too. Is there Brotherhood patrols dropping people everywhere? Who's this? Oh, just a raider. Yeah, I guess they're just fighting a raider. Okay. I totally forgot what I was saying. Sorry, guys. That's on fire. Wonder why it's on fire. What is on fire out there? Is that a burning? It's a burning one, yeah. They're like still on fire. Okay. We can build a second crit up here, sure. Pretty sure I can do, maybe I can only do one crit. Oh, he fell down, oh no. Well... And by the way, like, I understand that Dance is a synth. I just don't, but he doesn't know he's a synth, right? Like, he doesn't understand he's a synth yet. It's not until it's revealed to him, and then he's still, like, you know, all for the Brotherhood, and still believes in their mission and everything. Oh boy. Didn't mean to interject here, but not giving me a whole lot of choice.
Anything useful?
Anybody else? Is there anyone else that wants to get shot today? I mean, I hope there is, because that's more experience and loot for me. By the way, I was watching a streamer, and they said it like EXP2. I'm not the only one that says EXP instead of XP. I think it's because he was like a WoW player, and that was the thing in WoW. A lot of people in WoW used to say that. It makes sense to me. It makes more sense than saying XP. Like, you have to think about it an extra step to say XP, okay?
Send them back to hell.
So I really don't think that I'm in the wrong here for saying EXP. People get so, like, stuck up about their ways of saying things and saying that they are right. I am right and you are wrong. Blatantly, you're an idiot, you're wrong for saying EXP instead of XP. No. Like, get over yourself. You don't own the language. It's a made-up word anyway, and it's not even a word, it's like 3 letters. And it stands for experience, not experience with no E on the front. Not experience, or however you'd say that, if there's no E there.
Aim for their weak spot.
Just because it's a clever, convenient phonetic coincidence that EX makes the X sound, so you can say XP, and it makes sense. Ooh, you're so smart and clever. Like, get over it, man. Get over yourselves. It's like when I said herbs instead of herbs. You know? People in my real life still say herbs. Lots of people say herbs. It's fine. Like, doesn't matter. Or someone got pissed off because I said ramen noodles instead of ramen. Look, I said ramen for a long, long time. I said it correctly. I was raised right, okay? But I had a friend named Jarvis, close friend of mine in high school, who I sit over at his place all the time because he was my bassist. We were bassist and guitar player, and we eventually had a drummer too, though he turned out he did drugs, and so we kicked him out of the band, and yeah. Don't do glass, kids. It's bad. He's been in jail, that guy, for his entire life, pretty much, so not a good thing. Don't do drugs. Stick away from that stuff. Pot, do as much pot as you want. I don't care. I don't do it myself because I'm just not a fan of drugs or alcohol in general. Like, it's not that I'm like not a fan of people doing them. I just personally, it's not my thing, you know? I guess I could have killed this guy and taken his bed. Have to keep that in mind for next time. If I'm through this area again. I don't know where Dance went. Probably should heal. But anyway, Jarvis said ramen noodles instead of ramen. And I'll blame his parents for it, you know? I'm sure he would have said it correctly. But the thing was, like, I used to make fun of him for saying ramen noodles. Like, not in, like, a mean way, but just, you know, joking. Because okay, the joke was, his dad's name was Raymond, right? So I'd say, oh yeah, get yourself some Raymond noodles. Yeah, you know. His dad would make ramen noodles for us. Ramen noodles. See, I say it again. It's easy to have it rub off, and then suddenly you're saying it incorrectly. Like, I'm saying. You go to the South for a little bit, and you're going to be saying, hey, y'all, how's it going?
What the?
Y'all want some biscuits and gravy? You know, I mean, it rubs off, is all I'm saying. It happened to my cousin, you know. She moved down to the South for a bit, and suddenly she's a hee-haw West Virginian. All right.
Gonna run out of batteries sooner or later.
Cover me, Dan. I'm looting.
Fight to the left.
Careful. There could be more of those around.
That's the second one, so... likely.
Victoria.
Nice, I think we got them all. Nope,
Just getting warmed up over here.
you're just getting warmed up, but all your buddies are dead. I'm gonna toss a Molotov up
I'm not
there,
gonna
see how
make
much
this
you
easy
like
for you.
hiding up there then. Yeah, you like that? Getting a little warm up there?
Send them back to hell.
Was that your head? That Molotov literally blew your head off, huh? Well, stranger things have happened.
Think you're tough? Come on!
Thought we were done. Guess not.
Where'd that little fucker go?
Yeah, I'm aware that Dance is a synth. I'm aware. But, like, he doesn't know he's a synth, so him disliking that at that point in the game, it wouldn't make any sense. If he... And you could say, oh, well, you know, deep down, subconsciously, he knows. No, don't make excuses for the bad writing. Fallout 4 is good in many ways, and the story, I think, is good on the whole. Like, I think it's really good on the whole. But there are some really glaring inconsistencies in some things that bother me that could have been avoided pretty easily if there was a bit more care put into some of this stuff than what was put into it. There should be a couple guys out here, right? Yeah, I haven't looted. Sure we're missing one or two, but most of them are cooling on the concrete in their undies, so I suppose that's good enough. I think there's some ammo around here. Ammo box. Yeah. See, I remember little details like that sometimes in this game. It's crazy. The crap you remember, even though the map is so huge. 4,000 hours, man. What can I say? Ironically, I'm still drinking hot coffee, even though it's kind of hot. I'm just... Never got into, cold, chilled coffee. I mean... I feel like if you're doing cold coffee, it needs to be... because it's more bitter, I think, is the problem. If you're doing cold coffee, I think it needs to be sweet. It needs to be, like, chocolate-infused and sweet. Because that's what I associate, like, cold drinks like that with. Dance, how'd you get down there? You find a hole in the floor to jump down through? You beat me here. Anyway, cold drinks, yeah. Cold tea I like, unsweetened. And you're just asking, like, well, why don't you just have some sugar in your cold coffee, your iced coffee? Well, it's because I'm diabetic, so I can't really do that. It'd be a really bad habit to start. I've completely cut out sugary drinks in the past, like, 3 years of my life, so I don't want to ever go back to doing that because it's really bad for you, especially bad for me, so if I want to live, like if I want to not die, need to not do that stuff. And not just like not die, but you know, like live a reasonable life. I better save before I do this. I crashed on using some first aid stuff, and it was specifically a workshop ration, which makes me think there might be a weird script bug thing, something, I don't know. Be really hard to track it down, probably. Okay, we're good. Let's have the burgers, though. 4 burgers. And probably need another... I'll just check here once the spam goes away. Probably need 1 more water as well. In other news, I've been playing a really fun mod for Diablo 2 Resurrected. And I know what you're thinking, a mod? Isn't that like an online-only game and stuff? No, it's... I mean, you can play it single player. And I looked into it, and modding the game is totally fine, so long as you're obviously not ever playing it online with those mods active. And it's pretty easy to do. You just have a separate folder for your modded version, and then just make sure that you have a regular vanilla folder for the base game. And yeah, it's really, really good. I really enjoy it, and I might do a quick video talking about it. It's called Diablo 2 Resurrected Reimagined. It's a port of... I mean, I'm going off of what they told me, basically, but it's a port of, I think, the Talon Rage mod for Diablo 2, the original Diablo 2 LOD. And it does a whole bunch of stuff. It adds a whole bunch of new uniques and set items, none of which are, like, you know, I always worry about, are they really overpowered? They're gonna be like game breaking? No, not really. The meta builds, like end game, you're still gonna be using like all your normal rune words and your normal items probably, because it's just like your base game items, because there are some really overpowered things in the base game, so that's not gonna change too much. Is that another Mirelurk, another Lurky?
Shh. I heard something.
That's not what's tracking us, though. It's probably a Raider or a Deathclaw. Place your bets now, folks. Raiders or Deathclaws, or mutants. Could be mutants, too. Or it could be this mine. That silly mines can't track you. I'm just joking. I might turn off... You okay, Dance? I think he stubbed his toe. I didn't know you could do that in Power Armor, but apparently you can. I don't know what I was saying. I forget, and I'm sorry. I lost my train of thought whenever Dance exclaimed loudly, damn. Call him Damsk. Or Dams. Damps. There we go. I couldn't say it right. Alright, that is this little raider compound taken care of. Let's go a bit more north. There's the veteran hall as well we can clear out.
Hold up. I think we're being stalked.
Hey! Hey! Oh, it's Synths. Everybody was wrong. It's Synths. Damsels my legs, brother.
Long live the Brotherhood.
You still a synth lover there, Dance? You still in favor of the synths? After that little show? You guys still think the Institute should be let to live after that? If that was a regular person, they'd be dead. That one synth, that one old raggedy Gen 2 synth could have taken on an entire raider gang or an entire caravan or whatever they wanted, no problem. I think like one synth is the equivalent of like a Terminator. The original Terminator movie. I'm sure there are more here than just that. Gotta be more here than just 2. So yes, at least my character in this playthrough emphatically agrees with Maxon about the Institute and it needing to be cut out and destroyed. It is a cancer upon this world, and it will overrun it and replace it with cancerous cells known as synths. That is the fate of not just the Commonwealth, but the entire world, should the synths gain the upper hand. And the railroad, maybe those synths aren't... Maybe those synthetics that they're helping, they don't want to be bad. They don't want there to be a war against the humans. But how long would it take, really? How long would it take before synths got together and decided that peace is not the way, extermination is far easier and safer of an option? The human race has had their time. They had their chance. Look what they did to the world. Right? Look what we did to the world.
Who's there?
You could justify it so easily as a synth. It really would not be hard to write off humanity and just say, nah, they had their chance, they blew it. Now is the time of the synth. They create abominations like the super mutants. They continue to fight each other, and there's just so much death and suffering. It'd be better off for all future generations if humanity simply did not exist anymore. And that would be the justification they would use. And you know what? They have some valid points. I don't agree with them because, you know, I am a human and all that, and I'm sure that my character would not agree with it. But they do have valid points. Oh yeah, did I go over and... Yeah, whatever, good enough. I'm not sure if I got every little bit over there, but it's good enough. Kindle Hospital. We haven't been through here, have we? This'll be a fun one. If we do it now, we can come back and do it later. Well, if we do any railroad stuff at all, I'm not sure if I will. To be quite honest, I'm not sure if I will even bother with railroad stuff because I don't really like the sound of them. I might meet them and do a couple quests, see what they're about, but I think that they're... I shouldn't say my character thinks they are misguided fools, so there's not much... Hi.
Exterminate them! Send them back to hell!
You never know what you'll find.
Do you feel bad that, you know, the synths have to die? Yes, he would feel bad. Obviously.
Okay, cut the shit. Who is that?
It's proven that they are
there now.
extremely
What do you
similar.
Don't you die on me! Threat neutralized.
Over here!
It's a bit late.
Mission accomplished. We may have a problem here.
Oh, I'm getting kind of low on ammo for this thing.
Remain vigilant.
Oh.
I know they're still here.
The timeliness of that, of him saying that. Oh, that was great.
Light them up!
Eliminated.
Remain vigilant. Gets smacked in the back. I'm sure they're still here. LOL. That was pretty funny. I'm not sure if I want to do all this right now because I didn't realize I was so low on ammo. If I've got some... Can I make some heavy cells here? Let me see. Field kit, and then need to go into crafting and convert fusion to heavy fusion. I could. I don't know if I want to, though, because I kind of want to save these for the Vice Gauze. Yeah, I don't think I want to do this right now, guys. I'm kind of low on ammo. My legs are almost busted. It's probably about time we went home, to be honest. Just later. But yeah, I just don't think that, I don't know. Like, I don't... Here's the thought, okay? Here's the thing. we already know that synths can and do go haywire and turn into killing machines. We don't know why. It could have simply been that the Institute wanted to take out one person, and so they activated that synth and turned them into murder mode for just, you know, like one person, and to cover up that one person's death to make it seem like it wasn't just an execution. You know, they murdered a whole bunch of people. That is certainly well within their level of evil. I wouldn't doubt that for a second. But we don't know. You know, it's like, there are some people, right, who... This is my character's logic, by the way. Like, if you want to argue with my character's logic, that's fine, but his logic is what it is, you know? He thinks how he thinks, and you can argue with him if you want. This is not my logic, so don't, like, yell at me, though, okay? That's all I'm saying. So, like, a wasp, right? There's a wasp flying around in your room. Now, you don't know for sure that wasp is going to sting you. You don't know that it's going to, you know, cause you pain and suffering. But there's a chance that it could. You know, if you leave it alone, it probably won't sting you. Most likely, it's going to just find a way out and then be on its way, and you don't have to worry about it.
Huh? Let's do this!
But you don't know. And what do most of us do with a wasp? You know, do we live and let live? I mean, I have one aunt who is that way. But the vast majority of us are going to get our fly swatter or our can of Raid or whatever, you know, and we're going to kill that thing. We're going to kill it so it can't harm us or our pets or our kids or our spouse or whatever, you know? And that is what a synth is. You don't know, really, when it's going to betray you. The only difference is that a synth is a human. Well, it looks like a human. It's not a human, but it looks like a human. And it can, in my character's view, trick you into believing, into empathizing with it, and to believing that it has feelings and it is worthy of empathy. There was a movie called Screamers that went over, I think it's called Screamers, that went over this exact thing. Old 90s sci-fi movie. Probably pretty bad by today's standards, but anyway.
Mirelurks, take him down!
I was gonna toss a mine down there, but maybe Dale's take care of it. What are you doing? I want all those eggs, man. Give me your eggs. Nice job, Dance. Mild infection, of course I am. I was hoping that the sealing the power armor would like make that a lot more difficult to come by, but nah, it just seems like that's just a thing. You get infected all the damn time now. It's just I don't mind it as in philosophy, but it's annoying as a mechanic.
This is the part of the job that I love.
I swear to God, this axe has like 0 reach on it. I think I'm just gonna do this instead. That stupid other corpse is in the way, and the swing trajectory can't get around it. Was hoping to toss a Molotov in here, but well.
For honor! For glory! Threat neutralized.
Then I would lose all the wonderful, tasty Mirelurks, though, you know? Yo, chill. Chill, dog. Use more first aid stuff, not first aid, antibiotics. I guess you could say the same thing about, like, dogs, though, you know? Like, you never know when a dog's gonna bite, right? So should you just put all dogs down? Obviously, we don't feel like that way about dogs. It's because dogs are cute and lovable, and for the most part, they're usually awesome. But once in a while, you know, one does go bad, and usually it's the fault of the owner. But you never know. Sometimes dog just gets in its head to bite something, and, you know, there's nothing for it. If it's bad enough, then you gotta put it down. I'm talking like, you know, it mauls a child or something, then, like, yeah, then at that point you gotta put it down. I'm not saying, like, oh, it bit me once, like, I need to euthanize it. That's a bit extreme. Obviously, the circumstances and the severity of the incident will dictate the actions that you take. And, you know, different people are going to have different opinions on that. It's whatever. I don't really care. I can't have pets because I rent, and they won't let me have pets here, so... Wish I had a dog, actually. It'd be good for me to have a dog and have to, like, take it out for walks a couple times, you know? A couple times a day. It'd be... I go for walks anyway, but, like, it'd be good exercise. It'd be a good, like, forcing me to go for a walk. Scooping the poop is not my favorite thing to do, though. For sure. But, you know, if you love them, then you do it. I mean, it is what it is. Anyway, it's a complicated subject, but... You can certainly understand the logic of someone who says, synths are simply too dangerous, they cannot be allowed to live, and no one that has knowledge of their creation, like as in terms of like that could create new ones, should be allowed to survive either. All the research of the Institute must be destroyed. All of the scientists there should be destroyed. We cannot let anyone with that knowledge escape, and besides which, the scientists are accomplices to murder, and in many cases have participated in the murder of surface dwellers, so they're not exactly innocent either. They're not exactly without blood in their hands. Let's go back and do a bit of crafting and stuff, yeah? Let's go back to home plate and get some stuff done. I don't do like all my crafting on screen, but I think in this case I'll just leave it all in, since we're already here. This is the end of the episode anyway, so if I go a bit longer on this episode, that's fine. Wrong thing. I would like... I'm pretty sure I saw that you can check mail in here too, or open the mission container. Yeah, I can do that here, get all the mission stuff. Open production storage, get all that stuff. See, I'm getting some chickens now off of my chicken coop thing. I'm gonna try and do another one of those if I can somewhere to get even more chicken production. Then we get lots of prime meat coming in. It's a really good way to get good meat. Prime cuts of meat. Zelno must have played Ark recently or something. I don't know. Anyway, what are we doing here? Let's look at the trading lines and see who's got money. You got no money, Carla. Cricket, you got some money? You got a little bit. We're going to sell some stuff here if we can. Some decent weapons here. Combat shotgun. I'm not, guys, the shotguns are just, they're never going to be good as so long as they have multiple projectiles and work that way, and the armor works that way. If the armor was a flat damage reduction percent, which is what I think it really should be, because that's how it worked in Fallout 3, and it was totally fine, like then every weapon was viable. It was just a matter of which weapon you have ammo for and which one has the highest DPS. In that case, like, you know, it worked just fine. I actually think Bethesda had it better. 10% damage against humanoids. It's kind of cool. In those games. Oh, we're way over, aren't we? Okay, let's take some stuff back then. Good enough. Who's next? Arturo. I know, yeah, I know you got a bunch of money for me. Yes, sir. You got all the money. All right. Pipe bomb can go. That can go. Combat pistol. I haven't seen a lot of those in this playthrough. They're a little bit better in terms of spending that ammo type in terms of like damage per shot, but they have really crap range. Is the drawback. So they're as do most pistols. They're not great for long range. So yeah, that's the trade-off there. Oh yeah, that's our leg that we got blown off. We gotta fix here in a second. Take on my cigars, my cigarettes. Yeah, we got 6 chickens. That's enough for a whole chicken coop now. That's pretty good. Some of this stuff you can actually sell. It's interesting. Explosives material. 100 caps, eh? I don't know if I'll think about that. I don't really use that much. So, maybe. Okay, I think that's good enough for now. Then let's go ahead and dump it all in. Scrap it all down. That was a lot of stuff. Wow. Hope that wasn't, like, good, because it was a lot of stuff. I think we can sell all of these, probably. Okay, yeah, we had a lot. We had a lot. That was a big, long outing we did there. Right. Then the weapons. You could even say the same thing about humans. Like, well, can't a human turn on you? You know, like, I mean, what's to stop a human from turning on you and doing the same thing that a synth would? And you'd be correct. But this is how my character thinks. Okay, so that's the role play we're going with. Not so much that he has, like, swallowed the Brotherhood rhetoric, more that he just has had that conclusion himself and just finds the Brotherhood to be very in line with that logic. And as such, he's very on board with their mission. And it also so happens that their goals coincide very well with his goals of finding Sean. So, yeah, it works out, you know? Nope, not that one. I want to do courier mission, or no, not courier trading. Courier trading, and I want to see Becky Fallon. You got any money? You got, like, no money left. I need someone that will buy my clothing. Daisy? Daisy's got a bunch of money. Will you buy clothing? Oh, you do. Daisy, Daisy, Daisy. Take all my stuff. All my random crap. That's very good. I'm never going to use these buzz bites either. Here, take these buzz bites. They do damage to you. I'm never going to use that. I think I want to sell here. I never use a dog food for anything. Get a bunch of Brahmin milk that's just gonna go. It's gonna go bad if we can't freeze it or something. I don't think it'll actually go bad, but you know what I'm saying. I'm just joking. You get a whole bunch of money. All right, that's good. Means I can sell a whole bunch of stuff to you. not sure if the cybernetic parts are meant to just be sold or if they have a purpose, so I don't really want to just sell them in case there's a purpose to them, but yeah, I'm not really sure. Okay, we're still massively over encumbered. There's still some stuff I want to sell. I don't know why I couldn't sell it earlier. Let's see, courier trading. Cleo, do you want to buy some baseball bats? Here you go. And this skull crusher. Maybe I do want to keep that. Nah, no, well, it's kind of neat, but it's not really any better than my axe, and I'll just keep the axe. That's not that much weight, though. We still have a lot of crap in our inventory, apparently. All right, let's exit, do this. Move default items in the compost bin. There's some extra stuff we can move over here, too, though. Maybe? Yeah, like all this stuff. Some of this will not get composted. Like, I'm pretty sure the gumdrops or the gum will not, but it's whatever. If it doesn't get composted, it'll just be in here. I think it goes back to your production storage if it doesn't, or it'll just be in here and we can grab it, so it's not a big deal. It's not like it's wasted. You know, don't worry about that, guys. It'll be fine. And let's dump off either stuff. Probably is mostly crops. Sorry if I stop for a second there. I have to look at my keyboard because my other keyboard, I spilled my water on it, and it's toast, guys. It was a nice keyboard. It had a good run, but it's gone. It's decorating the insides of my trash barrel now, so it's gone. It was a nice keyboard, but yeah, this one's not backlit. It's just a spare one I had laying around that I'm using for the weekend. So I don't want to pay like $60 for a subpar keyboard at Walmart that I'm going to replace in like next week. You know, like I'll get a nice keyboard next week to replace, so it is what it is. The stupidest thing too, I can't believe I spilled my water like that. It was actually just me being really lazy as well. Like that comes down to laziness pretty much. So that my water, I have like a big water, not like a jug, but it's like a big handled 32-ounce cup with a straw in it. But it seals, right? The whole thing like seals up, except for the straw. But the problem is like the straw part comes out and there's a hole beside the straw that's meant to line up with the hole on the lid that's like beside the straw. And that hole is what gives it the air ventilation to allow whenever you draw on the water, whenever you take a sip, for air to enter. That way you can actually pull water out, because if you don't have that, obviously you're going to have problems because you can't suck water out whenever there's no air coming in to replace it. So it doesn't line up all the time though. So I was being lazy and I had the lid only partially on. Had I had the lid secured properly, nothing would have spilled and everything would have been okay. But because I was being a lazy, good for nothing, lazy person, I guess, yeah, it spilled and it went right on my keyboard. So RIP keyboard, you were a good soldier. You'll be missed. All right, what else? What else to do? Right, ammo. Oh, right, and doctor to doctor. Song, isn't it? Doctor, tell me the news. I got the bag. Bad case, 11 blues. Is that how it goes? Something like that? Oh, wait, I went everything. Cure everything. All right. Check for new weapons. Reverse engineer. Thinking. Reverse engineer. We got one thing. Okay. Just one thing. That's fine. Ammo. Yes, we need some ammo pretty badly. Oh yeah, mail too. Check the mail as well. If the Brotherhood sent me some stuff. You sent me anything good? First aid supplies from the Minutemen. Okay, thank you. Paddings from Dance. Technical documents. Ooh, that's a bunch of caps. That's 25 caps per document. That's pretty good. Thanks, Dance. Much appreciated. I'll never use that padding, but everything else is much appreciated. All right, we're pretty good on first aid supplies, right away, and that kind of stuff, but we really need some more ammo. I also want to see about making my Vice Gauze rifle finally. So it requires 2 pulse grenades, correct? Or sorry, 4 pulse grenades. Apparently I have 2 pulse grenades laying around somewhere. I'm not going to question it, because I have 2 on my inventory, but I don't think I have 4 of them. Maybe we got... Oh, it only requires 2. Actually. Never mind. I read that wrong, yeah. Only requires 2. Okay, so I guess I'm good then. We have a Vice Gauze rifle. Now, the question is, do I want to use this as is, or will I want to craft a better one? That's going to depend on... I guess I have to check what I have here. Let's just pretend to make a weapon here for a second. I can actually make one. Let's say if we wanted to make a plasma rifle, and we're going to do the same thing for the other one, but we're not actually making this, so Science 160. Can I do 40% crit damage? Not quite. I have a lot of nuclear material. Holy crap. Okay, so we have to do rank 3. Now, what about alloys here? So what do we have? We don't have much steel alloy. I used up most of my good steel alloy already. Aluminum? Not much. We used up most of that to titanium. We've got some mid-grade. We need like 20 of the grade 9 to make a really nice endgame weapon, and that will be a plasma rifle for sure. I could maybe use some titanium and make a decent... you know, mid-grade and low-grade on this, a mix of this. That would be okay. Probably worthwhile. Let's put the parts on this thing. I want to see if it got nerfed or anything, too. Let's put the parts on it and make sure it's still worth making this thing, right? I mean, oh, so it's been changed a bit. It's 40 damage now, and it's split. Is that how Zon nerfed it? It's got split damage now. You know what I realized? I never got a specialization, did I? Did I ever bother with that? I've been 15 for a long time. I don't think I ever bothered with the specialization. It just dawned on me now. I don't think I did that. Can you do that over here? Is it training? Yeah. Oh, no, I guess I did. Apparently, I am spec'd as a cyborg, I suppose? Alright. I suppose I am. I guess I did. I didn't forget. Well, that's good. I thought I did for a second, and I was like, oh my god. I never did that. So anyway, looks like he didn't nerf it. He technically buffed it. But... the downside is that it's split damage now, which makes it considerably worse. Quite a bit worse there. It is kind of nice, though, because you can convert your fusion cells to Vice, so it's an interesting choice. If we were to make this maximized, we get 10 crit damage, 4 piercing energy... Okay, which... the 4 piercing damage is whatever. I don't care that much about that. Because it's a damage over time thing. If it was not damage over time, that'd be great, but because it's damage over time, it's really kind of whatever. So it's not really a damage increase there. If I do this, what does it do? Quite a bit more damage, plus 8 damage, so it is going to be pretty good. Let's get a save in here before I do anything with this, before I waste any materials here. So yeah, if I was going to do this, I would do it with the crit damage for sure. Even though it's not really a damage boost. I mean, this one is the same thing. It adds 4 piercing damage, it ignores all armor, but it's like... it's 4 damage, guys. It's not like... it doesn't... it's so small. I mean... I guess it adds up, whatever, but... This is more damage and crit damage, which is really good. More damage. More damage. This one we can't do yet, but again, more damage. So 40 damage, about 40 damage per shot per projectile part. And we can convert fusion directly. There is no muzzle for this. Okay, it's fine. Oh, I can make this. This is just better rate of fire. The rate of fire is already fine for it. Sound suppression's kind of nice, but we'll do the recoil compensation so it's a bit easier to shoot. One thing I can do here is reflex sights, so or a scope, I guess. We'll do reflex sights. That's fine. I could do an augment on this. Do like a crit damage augment. That I will save. Those are really rare. I only have one micro accelerator. I'm going to save that for my plasma gun. But I could do shock damage on it. We'll go no augment for now. So we got Vice, then we got Vice armor piercing. Meh. Okay. I'm pretty happy with this, I think, as a weapon. I do want to ensure that I can, in fact, convert all of my ammo, how I'm thinking I can, which it's under fuel kit. Sorry, I keep coughing. I want to convert fusion cells to 2mm Vice. And yeah, it's just aluminum plus, yeah, you get 1-to-1 fusion cell to Vice. That's pretty good, guys. I mean, comparatively, let's take a look here, and you'll see why I like this weapon so much. Comparatively, I need like a regular laser rifle. Just a regular one. I don't think I have one. Maybe I have the Dance's one that he gave us a while back in storage. Yeah, we got this one still. Okay, so... No, I already saved one, so we're going to go back in time after this. We're just testing right now. But, like, if I were to do the same things on this, right? Just better damage and better critical hit damage. Okay. Improve damage, improve damage, improve damage. Can't do that one. We'll do a, let's see here. We'll do a crit damage. So here's the thing. This gets really, oh, this is spinning. I don't want spinning. I want crit damage, which is this one. Just, it gives you just flat critical hit damage and chance. You can do this as a spinning now. You can do it as automatic, which is interesting. Or is this just a... I think this does make it automatic. I don't want automatic, though. We want single shot. Do that, too. Sure, why not? Do the fine-tuned focuser. Do Gatling style instead, actually. Okay, so that's 38 damage per shot, right? That's about as good as it's going to get. It's pretty much the same thing. The downside with this, I think, is it doesn't have anywhere... This gives you critical damage, but not critical chance. Same with all of these, I think. None of these give you crit damage, or crit chance. So that is the issue with this one. It doesn't give you 10% critical hit chance. However, you have to weigh 10% crit chance versus just having far, far greater damage per shot. And I think this is worth it. I think it's better overall. All right, so we're going to go back in time. We're going to scrap this thing so we can then learn how to make it. Load our previous save here. So we shall scrap this thing real quick so we know how to make it. None of that stuff's on it currently, right? Yeah, we're good. Go to the experimentation lab again and reverse engineer. Okay, well, whatever. I'm pretty sure we can make it, though. Should be energy weapon. I'm not sure if it's high-powered. It must not be. Let's try... high-powered? No. Ballistic? Is it considered ballistic now? So many. High-powered ballistic? Can I simply not craft one? Or did I do it too fast, maybe? Did I just not see it? I'm looking here pretty carefully, and I don't see it anywhere here. There's only like one page for the energy weapon. What if I go out the store and come back in? I really hope I can craft one, because I can get quite a bit more base damage on it if I can craft it, and the base damage on that gun is what makes it really good, so... If not, then I'll tinker with it off screen a bit and see if I can get it to work
It's
here.
a shame these people have to live.
Like, if I can't figure it out, if this doesn't fix it, then I'll just play around with it off screen. Maybe check on the Discord. It could just be a bug with the current version, an oversight or something. I don't know. Doesn't seem like it's working. Okay, well, I'm not sure why it's not working, guys. I'm gonna check on the Discord and maybe ask Zaunul if he knows anything. I won't ask him personally. I could, and he would answer me, but like that's rude. I'll look on the Discord and see if I can find out the answer, because I don't want to have to bug Zoff every last little thing. I'm sure people do that, and like that's why he has DMs for most people turned off. That's why I have DMs for most people turned off. I don't answer them. All right, guys, that's gonna be it for this episode. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.